All right, everybody, welcome back to Beans No Ball. Been off this for a little bit, been pretty dry on the news, but finally got something in from the last couple of days. We'll catch up on it just a bit. But this morning, some breaking news: Jaylen Waddle signed a 3-year, 84, 85, what you call it, with the decimals in between for 80. Let's call it $85 million extension for Jaylen Waddle, which obviously that wide receiver core for the Dolphins definitely, getting bolstered up. The main guys getting paid, and Christian, I guess this kind of opens up the questions even more about the reasoning for the OBJ signing.
Yeah, the OBJ signing, we could say that contract was, in our opinion, was kind of like
it's a good deal,
not
but
good. Yeah, it's a
it
good
doesn't
deal,
really
but
fit.
for a receiver like OBJ, not worth the money. But for Jaylen Waddle, look, once again, like you said, the receiving core for the Dolphins, they're keeping their guys, and that's a good thing for the long run for Tua. So this is one deal that I actually like for Jaylen Waddle. He's actually a receiver that he's been progressing every single year since he's entered the league. So I really do like this deal for Jaylen Waddle. Him and Tyreek, they're still gonna be there for a
Yeah,
bit.
and speaking of
Um,
Tyreek, they're already talking about him probably looking for a new deal himself.
mhm.
Obviously, coming off the back, obviously going to get a lot more than Jalen, but still just do expect him to get a contract soon. Maybe in the near future.
Yeah, and then obviously two other receivers ended up getting two contracts as well. So obviously the other receiver, Juwan Jennings of the 49ers. It was just a 2-year, $15 million deal, which is it's a really good deal for both sides for both Juwan and the Niners. But this is putting up more questions here of which receiver is going to leave. Is it going to be Debo? Is it going to be Ayuk? Me personally, I would rather see Debo leave just because Ayuk is the better receiver, but we all know damn well Ayuk's the more expensive guy here, so he's probably going to end up leaving. Who knows? John Lynch
Plus,
already
we know
said
the turmoil we've seen through the offseason,
yeah,
all his Instagram stories, everything he's been saying. I would expect it to be Ayuk, but we also did see rumors that there was some Patriots rumors. There was this and that with Debo being thrown into the mix on the trade talks. But honestly, all reality, if I guess the Niners, if they really think about it, if you really look into all the cap space and just their contract situations as a whole, you would think they would probably let go of the more expensive one and keep, I guess, even for what it's worth, it's more fan favorite type look with Debo. So I would expect Debo to go, but like you were saying, for Juwan Jennings, definitely a great value contract for him. For the Niners, hate to see it, but a great move for them. Definitely a great serviceable receiver, and honestly, someone else that got, this one a little more similar to Jaylen Waddle, but Nico Collins, someone that we've been very high on ever since his breakout last season. Got, I believe, $72 million in 3 years on his extension.
yeah.
So definitely. Like we said about Miami, this Houston wide receiver core with Nico, Tank Dell, and of course now Stephon Diggs, really giving all the weapons, keeping the weapons in-house for CJ Stroud, and obviously like we've been saying for a good time, this Texans offense is gonna look scary next season.
Yeah, this Texans, I'm really having high hopes that this team finally does has it succeeding here. I hope they don't get to the point where a lot of people are overrating them that quick. But with the quarterback like CJ Stroud, you got a young receiver core like that, a really nice defense. You kind of see the Texans to be expected one of the top teams in the league there. And our receiving core with Nico, it was a great extension. I really do love this one as well to keep it for a bit. Now that you got to worry about hopefully with the contract with Stroud and Dell in the near future, but right now getting Nico still in this receiving core for 3 more years, it's really a big step for these Houston Texans.
Yeah, and the only thing you can really say to an extent, I guess, is what if that breakout wasn't a breakout? What if it was a fluke? But
True.
hey, I got high hopes for Nico, and that might not mean much. But the way it looks, we both really like him. I don't think this is going to be a wasted deal. Time will tell. We'll see if it's a one-hit wonder. But regardless, I think it's a great deal for the Texans. And I don't believe there's anything else. There's a lot of other weird news. We see the Brandon McManus situation. Some weird stuff just came in with Everson Griffin. I guess non-football related stuff has been more of the news recently. But as for football related stuff, that basically gonna do it for us for now. We'll see if the news picks up, but as for now, it's gonna do it, and we'll see you guys soon.